I'm going to show you how to do a text clipping, so just follow along exactly with me, and this is how you would be able to do it. So first, go at the very top. I don't think you can see mine, but at the very top on the gray bar, go to File, New, and you should get a box that pops up like this. If this is pixels, go ahead and change it to inches, and we're just going to do a 9 by 5 inches with a transparent background. So 9 inches by 5 inches with a transparent background, then click OK. Okay, if you need to, go to Windows up at the top and Navigator. This allows you to zoom in and out as you please. Okay, so next we need to add our text. So go ahead and click on the text button that's right over here. Click in the middle and just in all caps write the word flight. And yours might look different than mine, it just depends on the words. Once you type it, go ahead and highlight it. You cannot highlight it unless you're still in the text. And pick a font. Now make sure you pick a font that's really thick. So like, see how this one's thicker, this one's a little bit thicker, this one's a little bit thicker. So choose a thick font. If you choose a really skinny font, then it's not going to work. I'm going to go ahead and just do this one right here. And then make sure it's black, and then just up the size. I want it as big as possible, so I'm just going to, your size might be different than mine depending on the word that you chose. So you want to make sure that it pretty much covers the entire page from left to right with just a little bit of space on either side. Once I have that, I'm going to hit Command T on my keyboard, Command T, or go Edit, Transform, Scale. Okay, and then I'm just going to take the top and the bottom and stretch it a little bit so that it takes the majority of my paper. So something kind of like that. Once you're done, just press Enter. Next, we got to find some pictures to go inside of our words. You want your words to match the words, the letters. So since ours is about flight, we're going to do a space theme. So I'm going to go to the internet, and I'm going to start with, say, the rings of Saturn. Okay, I'm going to go to Images, I'm going to go to Search Tools, I'm going to make sure I get at least a medium or a large size one. I like this one, so click on it, right click, copy, and then I'm going to go back to my thing. Now with the magic wand tool, click on F to select F, so it has the marching ants around F, and then at the very top I'm going to go Edit, Paste Special, Paste into. And I know it doesn't look like it did anything, but if I go Command T and downsize my photo, you can see that I did it. I don't necessarily like that in the F, so I'm going to actually undo that, and I'm going to do it in my L. So I'm going to delete that layer. Okay, so I'm going to do the rings of Saturn in my L, so I'm going to go Paste into. And then I'm going to take my Move tool, I'm going to move it. I'm going to go Command T, I'm going to downsize the photo just a little bit. So something kind of like that is good. For F, I'm actually going to do the sun, I think. So I'm going to go back to the internet. I'm going to go to the picture of a sun, Images. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to right click, copy image, go back, click your magic wand tool, click on the, make sure you're on the flight text layer, click on F, edit, paste into, click your move tool, Command T if you need to downsize the photo, because I have a really big photo. Just kind of keep downsizing it. I'm going to do something like that. Once you're happy, just press Enter. So now for the eye, I'm going to do an astronaut. Misspelled that. Images. I'm going to choose this one. Nope. I'm going to choose this one. Right click, copy image, go back to Photoshop, make sure you're on the flight text layer, magic wand tool, select the eye, edit, paste special, paste in 2, Command T, downsize the photo a little bit. So I'm going to do something like that. Okay. I'm going to do H next. I'm going to do the Earth from space. So I might just do this one. Right click, copy image, make sure you're on the flight layer, magic wand tool, select the H, edit, paste special, paste in 2, Command T to downsize it. Oops. Okay. Next, I'm going to do the G. I'm going to do the planets with the sun. See if I can find one that's decent. Maybe this one. So I'm going to right click, copy image, go back to Photoshop, make sure I'm on the text layer, magic wand tool, select my G, edit, paste special, paste in 2, Command T to downsize. Gonna do something like this. Okay, then I'm gonna do my T. I'm gonna do a space shuttle, I think. No, I'm gonna do a space. Let's do a space. Yeah, space shuttle. Images. Let's do guess I'll do this one. Right click, copy image, make sure I'm on the text layer. Whoops. Text layer, magic wand tool, select the T, go edit, paste special, paste in 2, Command T. I'm downsizing it, and I'm going to do something about this. Actually, I'm going to bring it in just a little bit. Something about that. Okay, so now that I have my words inside my letters, now I'm going to add a background. So I'm going to do a galaxy image. And make sure you don't copy and paste the image from right here, because if you do that, it'll be really small. So whatever picture you choose, like I'm going to choose this one, make sure you make it big before you copy it. So copy image. Now we want the background to be on a new layer. So up at the top, go layer, new layer, or you can hit the new layer button right here that looks like a sticky note. Make sure it's below all your pictures. Make sure it's at the very bottom actually. And then just go edit, paste, and then Command T if you need to downsize it. And I'm going to rotate mine a little bit. I'm going to zoom out. Press enter when I'm happy. Okay, so it looks pretty good. The last thing we're going to do though is we're going to make these words pop a little bit more, make them kind of stick out. So I'm just going to start with my F and put these in order. Okay, so I'm going to start with my F. I'm going to double click on my F to open up the layer style. Now you can really do any of these, and if you notice though, you can bevel and emboss it, and notice it makes a change here. You know, you can add a let me see, a stroke. I would probably do, let's start with the stroke first. Now if you just click on it, it'll just add it, but if you want to go to the options, make sure you click on the word stroke, and then I'm going to change the color to white by clicking on this. Actually, I don't even like white. If you click on this, I'm going to move this. I'm going to choose this little color right here. So if I take my eyedropper tool, it'll kind of select it. So I'm going to do that color. Then click OK. Now the size, you can determine how big or small the stroke is. So I'm just going to do maybe a 2-point stroke. Nope, I'm going to go with a 3-point stroke. Oops, I got out of it. Okay. And then, let me see, I'm going to go ahead and just do outside. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I want to add a outer glow. So I'm going to I'm going to put a check mark next to outer glow. I'm going to click on the outer glow to open up the options. Right now it has a glow of yellow, which I don't necessarily want that. See if I have yellow. So I'm going to click on this button right here, and I'm going to, with my eyedropper tool, I'm going to select maybe a light blue color. If I can find the light blue spot. So we'll just go, I don't know. We'll go with that right there. Okay, so then I'm going to click OK. Now here, the size, you can go how big it is, spread, how far out it is, noise, how even it is. So I'm just going to go something about like that. You can add a drop shadow if you want. You can bevel and emboss it. You can really do whatever. I might bevel and emboss it a little bit, but do I don't know if I really like any of those. Might do something like that. So then I'm going to click OK once you're happy with your first letter. So we could obviously do it to each layer, or the layer that you created the layer style on, right click, copy layer style, and then click on the next layer, paste layer style. Go to the next layer, paste layer style. So we're essentially just pasting that layer style to every layer. Paste layer style, paste layer style. So then you have a text clipping that you're going to do. So go ahead and do this one. Okay, you don't have to do the exact pictures that I showed you. And then next, you're going to do one on your own. It has to be at least 5 letters long. You have to have a background. You have to have some layer styles. Let me see if I can show you some examples. So like this one. Now you have to have, so you got to have 5 letters, so this is 4, so this wouldn't get you a good grade. And I also want you to have a good background, so you are not allowed to have a single colored background. So how this one has blue, this would not count as a background. It has to be a background that is multicolored or something. Okay, let me see if I can find some other good ones. So obviously some of these don't follow the rules, but it does give you an idea. So at least 5 letters, and you cannot have a single colored background. So like this one's really good, but I would probably make the words bigger and add a background. So you kind of get the idea. Okay. So that's what you're going to do. So you're going to do this one, and then you're going to create one on your own, and then you're going to send me both of them.